Good. Okay, welcome to 30 days fat loss challenge, everybody. So thank you very much for joining on time. Whoever has joined, so it makes a lot of sense to us. Helps us to make sure we complete the meeting at time. Let me bring up the results for this week. We have some good, amazing results actually. So this is 30 days fat loss challenge. What you're seeing, and you have been part of. Congratulations, everybody. So as a team, we have reduced 34.55 kgs in 19 days. It's an amazing journey actually because it's very difficult to lose weight with only with food. So if you lost 34.55 kg as a team, it's an amazing journey what we have. But I want to bring up some individual results also. So here we go. So we have highest in 19 days is Harsha, who has lost 4.1 kg in 19 days. Amazing results in 19 days. 19 days, it's really good to go. So second one we have is Pawai, who was at 3.6 kg in 19 days. Congratulations, Pawai. So we are on the right track again. Right. And next we have one more person, Neetu, at 3.5 kg. Good job. Neetu, 3.5. Yes, we can reach that milestone of 8 kg in the next 19 days. Absolutely good. So let us bring up some individual results as well. So we've lost less than that. Vijeta, we are at 2.85 kg. That is a good job. So we have Mau at 2.7 kg. We have Sheena at 2.7 kg again. So we have Dr. Girija 2.3 kg, lost in 19 days. Jyoti Naik 2.15 kg. Soumya 2.120 kg. Okay. And Swapna 1.5. We have LD 1.4 kg. And we have DP 1.4 kg. So some more results who have lost little less, but there are a lot of people who have lost inches as well. But let me bring up this as well. Sneha 1.35, we have Sayan 1.1, we have Lakshmi 1.0, and Sonal 0.7, and lastly Danya is at 0.2 kg. There are some of them who are really not following completely well because of their own challenges. It's not that they don't want to do, but they have their family challenges, kids, health problems and things like that. But here is what we go. So we have amazing results for this week. We have 19 days completed. We have more, 11 days to go to complete 30 days. But we will be giving another 7 days extra meal plan to you so that we can, extrapolate to your lesson, probably, get more results for you. So we'll be giving one more day meal plan as a bonus, as I mentioned in the message, right? Because we want to see you, good results as well. Okay, good. So if anybody want to share any excitement or welcome to it, otherwise I'll share something about carbohydrates because something, so the main intention of this, meeting what we do on a weekly basis to give you some information about why we are not able to lose weight and what are the things you need to keep in control so that throughout your life you can make sure you yourself can lose weight, manage your health in a proper way. So no, it's not that possible to have a health coach throughout your life. Probably for some period of time, maybe like 3 months, 6 months, or maybe an year, you can have a health coach with you, working with you. You pay money to them and they help you with it, and you can go through that. But you cannot have a health coach throughout your life. So you need to take care of your life. So we want to give out that information to you. So what we are giving in our meal plan is based on these things actually. So last week we covered about, the combination of food. We covered about calories. We covered about, the 5 hacks of, how to manage weight actually, the cutleries, what you use, the weight, what you use, and things like that, what you need to do, when to drink water, when to eat salads and things like that, so that we can follow this in a proper way and make sure you're healthy there. So in case if you want to take up some excitement, let me quickly for 5 minutes and then I will come with thought.
Yeah, sure. So I think we were talking already. Sheena and Neetu spoke, right? So Sri Lakshmi or the LD or Vijeta, if you can quickly switch on your video and speak. Vijeta, how are you feeling after the 19 days of the weight loss journey? Vijeta, are you there? LD? വെയിറ്റ് അയച്ചിട്ടില്ല രണ്ടാഴ്ചയായിട്ട്. എന്നാലും പറയൂ, എങ്ങനെയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു? ഫോളോ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ? എങ്ങനെയാ? You are on mute. Yep. പറയൂ LD, അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തോളൂ.
മാഡം കുഴപ്പമില്ല. കുഴപ്പമില്ല, നല്ലതായിട്ട് തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്. എന്റെ 4 ഇഞ്ച് കുറഞ്ഞ കറക്റ്റ് 4 ഇഞ്ച് കുറഞ്ഞ. എന്റെ വെയിറ്റ് 3 കിലോ കുറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് ടോട്ടൽ. ഇന്ന് വെയിറ്റ് നോക്കിയില്ല കേട്ടോ മാഡം, എന്റെ വെയിങ് മെഷീൻ കംപ്ലൈന്റ് ആണ്. ഞാൻ നോക്കിയിട്ട് ഇട്ടേക്കാം. 3 കിലോ വെയിറ്റ് കുറഞ്ഞു, 4 ഇഞ്ച് കുറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്റെ ഡ്രസ്സ്, പഴയ ഡ്രസ്സൊക്കെ ഇടാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്, ലൂസായി. എനിക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വെയിറ്റ് കുറയാൻ കുറച്ച് മടിയുണ്ട്. എനിക്കിങ്ങനെ ഫിറ്റ് ആവും ബോഡി, പക്ഷെ വെയിറ്റിൽ വ്യത്യാസം വരില്ല. അത് എന്ത് ചെയ്താലും ഒത്തിരി നാള് കഴിയുമ്പോഴാണ് വ്യത്യാസം വരുള്ളൂ. അങ്ങനെ കുഴപ്പമില്ല, നല്ലതായിട്ട് തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇടയ്ക്ക് ശരിക്കും പറ്റി വയറ് അപ്സെറ്റായി, ഭയങ്കര ക്ഷീണമായിപ്പോയി. എനിക്ക് പനിച്ചു, എന്തൊക്കെയോ വല്ലാണ്ടായിപ്പോയി. ഒന്നും കഴിക്കാൻ പറ്റണില്ല, വിശക്കുന്നേ ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെയായി. പിന്നെ മാഡം എന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, തൈര് കഴിക്ക്, മോരും വെള്ളം അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ കഴിച്ച്, കരിക്ക് ഇടയ്ക്ക് കഴിച്ച്, അങ്ങനെ. അതല്ലാതെ എനിക്ക് ഒന്നും കഴിക്കാൻ പറ്റണില്ലായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ പോയി കുറെ. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കാൻ കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
കുഴപ്പമില്ല. എന്നാലും 19 ദിവസത്തില് 3 കിലോ കുറയാന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ അത് കുറവൊന്നുമല്ല. It is actually good. 3 kgs in 19 days and 4 inch loss. അപ്പോ അത് ഭയങ്കര ഇഞ്ച് ലോസ് 4 centimeters. It's very good. So that's good. Keep going. അപ്പൊ ചെയ്തോണ്ടിരിക്കുക. എന്തോരം പറ്റുന്ന മാക്സിമം ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുക. ഓഫീസിലായാലും ഐ നോ അല്ലാതെ എടുത്തോണ്ട് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനത്തെ ചെയ്തോണ്ടിരിക്കുക. ഇനി 2 ആഴ്ച കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ 1 ആഴ്ച എക്സ്ട്രാ ബോണസ് തരുന്നുണ്ട്. So keep going and
very good.
Okay, nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, anybody else can quickly come on the video. Vijeta. Neetu, how was it? I think you have reduced more than 3 kgs, right? So कैसा लग रहा है आपको? हाँ बोलिए.
हाँ सही है अभी. अच्छा लग रहा है, लाइट फील कर रही हूँ.
रेसिपीज वगैरह कैसे लग रहे हैं आपको? ऐसा कुछ लग रहा है कि मुश्किल?
नहीं, रेसिपी सही है, टेस्टी है.
टेस्टी है. और बनाने में कैसा मुश्किल लग रहा है, डिफिकल्ट?
नहीं, मैं कुकिंग करती हूँ तो मुझे बनाने में वो वैसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता, तो सही है.
तो आप एंजॉय करके कर रहे हो?
हाँ, मैं एंजॉय कर रही हूँ.
गुड. So, आपका भी 3+ kgs in 19 days, मतलब बहुत.
मैंने तो 2 वीक से ही सही से करना शुरू किया, उससे पहले वैकेशन वगैरह.
हाँ, पहला वीक आपका थोड़ा सा ढीला हो गया.
हाँ.
लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, अभी आप मतलब जब से स्टार्ट किया एकदम सही कर रहे हो आप.
हाँ, मैं वैसे फिर मैंने कुछ वैसा नहीं किया.
परफेक्ट. करते रहो, आपका और अच्छा रिजल्ट आएगा ना. थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग. Yeah, I think Shri Lakshmi, are you there? I know you have not reduced any this week, but
yeah, you know, I was disappointed in the morning when I checked my weight. But
otherwise,
yeah, it's okay.
Otherwise, how you are feeling? Means, are you feeling?
My mom told me that I've become more active. Feels like you've reduced a bit. So I'm happy with that, but my weight is not reducing. I don't know.
Do you feel any inch loss or anything? Or
you know, yeah, a bit, not much.
Okay, so keep participating, Sri Lakshmi. Keep sending your pictures and all. We'll track how it goes, how it is going, and see, overall you should feel good. It's not that only you are reducing weight. If you're not reducing weight, also as you told, you are feeling more energetic. You have become more active. That is also very important. So it is not only for reducing weight. If you're getting any other good health benefits, then it's good. Okay, so keep going. All the best. दीप्ति, आप कुछ बोलना चाहोगे? आप अनम्यूट करके.
Okay. And okay, let me speak about carbohydrates. So that is what I want to share, so that everybody gets some knowledge about it. Let me bring up my screen. Tell me when you can see the screen. Good. Okay, thank you very much for joining on time, guys. So as I said in the starting, our motto is not to bring you in here and just leave it after 30 days. So we have a lot of good programs for you after 30 days also. So we will share that with you in the end of the last week of the 30 days program, which will definitely like it because everybody's body is different. Just like Sri Lakshmi was telling, I did not lose weight, I was disappointed. Yes, you don't have to get disappointed. Yes, because everybody's body is totally different. So everybody's body reacts in a different way. Everybody's body shape is different. So everybody cannot have a same kind of body or a shape of a body and things like that. They're totally different. You need to accept how your body is, continue doing it, and definitely the results will come. And when you're at very close to your ideal weight, also it's very difficult to lose weight. Or maybe your losing weight comes after 1 month. After 1 month, you will see a drastic change in your weight. So just wait and watch for it. Really fine. Don't worry about it. But anyways, yeah. So we have good programs. I was telling after this as well. Apart from that, what we want to do is you want to share some knowledge to you, so that if we are not there, if as a health coach you don't want to have a health coach in your life, you don't want to have after 3 months or 6 months. Actually, you should be able to manage your things in a proper way, and you need to continue yourself the healthier journey. It's not that you come here, lose 10 kgs, go back and again gain 10 kgs, then back to normal life. It doesn't help actually. So if you lost 10 kg, you need to make sure that 10 kg is not going to gain in future. That is what we want to take it forward. Okay, so health is a combination of mindset and food and nutrition and physical workout. So these are three things which you need to take care of. This is what we tell everybody. So if your mindset is not clear, if you're not believing that this whatever I'm doing is going to help me or not, if you're in a dilemma saying that okay, your Google says something and Sam and Limi says something, if you're in that dilemma, then definitely you'll not lose weight. So if you believe that okay, whatever happens, I will just follow what Sam and Limi is given and I will get the result. That's what there. And some of the things you need to take care as well. When I say some of the things, your oil usage, your water drinking, your intake of food on time, sleep, and everything has to come into picture in a proper way so that you can see some good results. Otherwise, results will be not really that good. So, but you'll still have results in the future. Physical workout, if you're not doing any physical workout, start doing it. At least 20 minutes of physical workout will help you to being flexible, because losing weight is one thing, but that cannot be told as an optimal health, because you need to have a flexibility also in your body, and also your muscles also should start growing when your fat is going down. So when your fat goes down, your muscles should go up actually. But if you're not doing any physical exercise, the muscles will not go up. Basically, you're becoming weak. That's it. So physical exercise is very, very important to be healthy. So do some 20 minutes of exercise, whatever you can. So there's a lot of videos available in the Google, so you can just go and check it in the YouTube and start doing anything. It's not that particularly you have to do something. I just want to show our personal transformation. This is how we were before. Okay, Sam and Limi was this like this, and this is how we are now. Okay, so you can look into it. So we have completely transformed in 1 hour. We took like 1.5 years maximum to make sure you build up our muscles and everything, and come to this position. So because we were not also in that. So one of the reasons we wanted to get into health, I want to tell you that story as well. See, my father was a completely a Siddha Sada person. When I say Siddha Sada person, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't have any unhealthy habits. He just work for family. He was taking care of our family. He was a workaholic. He used to work here. He used to run a hotel. He used to run highway hotels. Run juice stations. He was into completely into business without any bad habits, just because of lifestyle. He has all the ailments in his. He had gone through angioplasty 4 times. His kidney is almost failed. So he's on a dialysis on a daily basis. He has to go through dialysis every day. So if you don't go through dialysis, he's no more. That's how the situation is. So that's all the things. And I have to spend nearly 50 to 60,000 rupees in a month to take care of him. Me and my brothers, we have 3 kids actually for him. So we take care of him in a proper way. We have to spend that 60,000 rupees in a month now. So the 60,000 is equal to nearly like 4 lakh rupees in a year. So this amount is actually some of them today earning as an early, in a year actually, right? So we are spending it. I'm not telling that, we have so much of money. So we somehow, universe gives us that money, to make sure everything goes in a proper way. It's not that we have too much of money there. But what I'm trying to tell you, a message here is, see, we will not understand when, till the calamity hits us. Till that time, we will ignore health, saying that okay, it's okay, so it's okay, normal fever is okay, obesity is okay, fat is okay, cholesterol is okay. We will take care of it after 45 years, 50 years, and things like that. So what I want to give out message to you people is, don't wait for you becoming 40, 50 years actually, because when my father was 50 years, he started with that. Today is 74. From 24 years, he is going through a lot of health challenges. Although he has not done anything wrong in his life. No smoking, no drinking, no unhealthy habit, nothing, only a lifestyle. So just a message to everybody. So this is the reason for me also coming into this was, saying that, I don't want to go through that. And I want to help people not going through that kind of journey actually. So going that unhealthy way and, making sure they getting into a dilemma of health. Okay, so coming back to this one, so what I want to share, I'll just take like 15 minutes of time. Does carbohydrates help us to live healthy life? So very, very quick question to you, everybody actually, but most of them know that carbohydrates is very much required in our life. We require carbohydrates to live our life because carbohydrates is energy. Without carbohydrates, we cannot lead a life. But can we reduce carbohydrate into zero? It is not possible. People do that also. People go for a zero carb diets and all, which is not really healthy. So, but there are different ways of looking at it. How carbohydrates, because there are different type of carbohydrates in the market. Actually, we want to give you that different. What are the different kind of carbohydrates? What are the carbohydrates you can take it? What are the carbohydrates which is harmful for our life? That is what I want to share it here in this. So we have divided according to our mentors. We are not doctors. We are just a certified fitness trainers and nutritionists. And we have learned something from our certification, and we are not doctors actually. So whatever we are mentors, we have been part of a group of doctors, who will be helping us in these details to us. That is what we are coming and sharing. This is not that it's not hard written somewhere. So we are classifying it in according to our way, the carbohydrates. Okay, so we can just follow this. So first thing, I'm going to classify carbohydrates into 4 types. Actually, one is super fast carbs, second one is fast carbs, and third one is medium carbs, and fourth one is slow carbs. So there are different type of carbohydrates in the market, and slow carbs is one of the best thing to have, and the super fast carbs is which will harm your body. So you need to be very, very careful while you go for super fast. Now you need to know the distinction between what is super fast carbs, what is fast carbs, what is medium carbs, what is slow carbs. So it is not written anywhere in the Google saying that, okay, listing these are the things, super fast the thing. You need to analyze yourself, according to the nature of the food what you're eating, and understand, okay, this is a which carb, super fast carbs or a fast carb. So we have divided it just for your distinction, saying, okay, this is how we can classify. This is how we go with our meal plan as well. Okay, let us go a little bit deep into what are eating today is more. So what we are actually eating actually, right? So let us take it forward. So when I say actually eating, so what do we normally eat on a daily basis? There's super fast carbs. Actually, what happens when you put super fast carbs? When I say super fast carbs, if you go to South India, come to South India, what happens is most of them, what they eat actually, idli, dosa, puttu, appam, rice, maybe puliyogre, your lemon rice. These are things what most of the people actually. So everything is made of white color, food actually, right? There is nothing different. Some of them eat chapatis also, but most of them are eating this white color, which is actually a super fast carbs. Unless your rice is not an unpolished one, actually, most of them what you get in the market is a polished one. What you see very, cosmetically very good to eat actually. So what happens when you eat super fast carbs? This the glucose spike we call it as food with glycemic index. So I think you heard about this glycemic index in the food, GI index, J index should be low in the food to take it, and on the dabba or they would have written something like that and things like that. So you will go for it. So what happens? What we eat super fast carbs is our glycemic index or a glucose will increase in our body quickly. Glycemic index goes on. Glucose travels the body through insulin, which is produced by pancreas. So most of them know that insulin is very good for body, right? Everybody knows that, right? Because insulin when goes down, that is where we become diabetic, correct, right? But the challenge here is, we cannot, why we become, insulin resistant is, because we are pushing our body with too much of glucose and producing insulin too much in our body. Actually, over a period of time, the insulin production system becomes, weak. If I tell it in a language, what is a layman language, and the insulin production becomes less. So it is good that you should not produce insulin too much in our body. So you should not allow to produce, or force to produce too much of insulin in the body, because insulin production of too much in our body is also not good for health. So if you go to doctor and all, doctor will tell about something called as insulin resistance. So you would have heard about affinity towards insulin. It's called insulin resistance. There is something called as one more thing, what you call it as hyperinsulinemia. These are some of the names what to call it in medical world actually. So where you would have heard all things happens through because of glucose increase in our body. So when your glucose spikes up, the insulin also spikes up. The insulin carries a lot of fat in there, in that particular there is actually a hormone called which carries the fat in our body, insulin. So which increasing insulin also is not good for oil. So when the insulin in what is the production becomes more and more happens, so the fat production also becomes more. So that is why we need to be very careful while we taking carbohydrates. We should not go for too much of carbohydrates. Say this is a layman language, guys. So if you go back to probably medically inside it, there are a lot of things to learn in that. I'm just giving you a small, gist of it actually. So glycemic index, what is glucose spike, high insulin demand, insulin, what is it, the insulin resistance, what is hyperinsulinemia. This is what I'm talking about. I know when you go for a checkup, we check for cholesterol and fasting blood sugar, but we don't check for biomark of insulin. Very, very important. Next time when you go to the doctor or maybe your checkup, check whether they can do for this. They can do for a biomark of insulin where there is a certain number of uh, drops or maybe a measure where the body should create insulin on a daily basis. If you're going beyond that, that is a problem for us. Okay, so that is what the super fast carbs makes in our body. So I'm just going to tell you what are super carbs again. So problems created by hyperinsulinemia. So I think you would have heard about all these problems actually only comes through obesity. Glucose metabolism, production of mobilization, affects protein metabolism, mitochondrial functions, leads to inflammation. Most of the women have inflammation these days actually. It can affect our brain, heart, liver, ovary, testes, adrenal glands. Every part of our body can be affected through obesity. It's not that everybody will be affected in the same way. Some of them may have a liver problem, some of them kidney problems, some of them heart problems, some of them something else. In women, if you look at it, hormones problem, thyroid, estrogen, testosterone, cortisol, all these kind of problems happen. So the obesity in women is mainly because of the hormonal imbalance actually. So you're not able to manage the imbalances because women's body goes through a lot of changes every month. It's not like a man actually. Every month they are going through changes, and if you're not having your right food in your body, that means that your hormone levels are going here and there. So when you eat a right food, what happens is the hormone levels are intact. Impacts on a microbe gut health. So basically, this is very, very important. Impacts microbiome of our gut health means your digestion problems. When your gut is, I think you would have heard nowadays coming in Facebook and all these online media saying that gut health is very important. Colon health is very important. You need to keep our colon very healthy. You need to eat right food to make sure your colon is clean. So gut reset, do they call it as? You go for gut reset programs actually, where you eat some healthy food and make sure you're cleaning your gut completely. Impacts uric acid metabolism. It creates endotoxemia, which lead to inflammations and metabolic dysfunction. There are n number of things can create through this actually, but does everybody will have all this problem? No. Maybe some of them will have one or two problems here and there because depending on their lifestyle and which part of their body is weak. So let me come into this now. So let me show you what is super fast carbs, what is your medium carbs and slow carbs and things like that. I've just listed some of the things for your information. You can look into it. The sweets, aerated drinks, sugary drinks, ice dessert, EAM, sorry, this is actually something else. I will come back to you. So there is spelling mistake there. Cream biscuits, chocolates, wafers. So all these things are, super fast carbs actually. So this is why when you feel hungry, your mind will ask you for these things actually. Why mind will ask for these things is because this can give you a quick energy. Definitely it will give you an energy because these are carbohydrates and sugar is involved in it. It will give you a quick energy, but it is not going to help you in a longer run. So that is why your mind also wants that actually, because when you feel low, you feel like eating some biscuits or maybe a tea or maybe a coffee or maybe go for some sugary drinks. Take a Coca-Cola and drink it. And after that, you feel like yeah, I am ready for everything now. But that enthusiasm will be there for only for maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours. That's it. After that, it will go down, and over a period of time, your body is getting affected. These are super fast carbs. Now we're coming to fast carbs. Refined polished grains, white food examples. Any white food is a fast carbs actually. Rice, idli, dosa, puttu, appam, maida, sweet fruits. Fruits also, there are fast carbs in that actually. There are a lot of fruit which is too much of sweetness in this actually, which is also a fast carbs. Milk, honey, jaggery. So what is the difference between super fast carbs and fast carbs is, in fast carbs, the harmful substances are little lesser than the fast carb. When you look into the super fast carbs, everything is man-made or maybe what do you say, made in the lab or made in the kitchen, some kitchen actually with a lot of ghee, oil, sugar and all those stuffs actually. A lot of additives has been added there here. It is very harmful to body. When it comes to fast carb, it is little okay because most of the things are natural. Most of the things, I'm not telling completely is natural. Honey is a natural thing, jaggery is natural, milk is natural, sweet fruits is natural. appam, maida, rice, idli also is natural actually, but grains, when it become unnatural, when it is polished and things like that. So you are little okay when you're going for a fast carbs actually. Let us look at medium carbs as well. What is medium carbs? Medium carbs is whole grain. Example, when I say whole grain, which is not polished at all. So nowadays you're getting whole grains also in rice and all millets, everything. So your lentils, legumes, everything you get whole grains. Brown rice, all type of millet, starchy vegetables. Example, carrot, beetroot, sweet potato, yam. These are all starchy vegetables, pulses. All these are comes into medium carbs. That is why when you eat these things like your chenna, your all those chickpea salad or maybe kind of things what you eat green gram and all those things, actually it will not increase your fat, but it will keep your fat in a right level, as well as it will give you carbohydrates as well. It will give you energy as well. Somebody was saying that although I'm eating these things, I'm energetic, right? Only because you're eating carbs. But only thing is you're changed from super fast carbs, and you've come down to medium carbs now. Now let us look at what is slow carbs. So this is the thing which is actually required. Leafy vegetables more, vegetable grown above the ground, not under the ground. Your potato is not a good vegetable to eat. Okay, most of the others one actually. Sprouts, microgreens, grass, wheatgrass, legumes, nuts and seeds. These are the slow carbs actually, where we can say more or less 0% of fat is available on this actually. There are fat available, but more or less 0% fat is available. So this is what we need to eat in the night, or maybe when you are meals, if you see there are a lot of things what we give in the night meal is most slow carbs actually. But having said that, when you look at all these things, you will be thinking, how can I manage with medium carbs and so on? There is a lot of things available in the market where you can manage your day-to-day life with medium carbs and slow carbs, which will be healthy for you. You will lose weight. You will be healthy throughout your life. You can keep your healthy lifestyle throughout if you can avoid fast carbs and super fast carbs. But today, if you look at your life, if you go back and this 19 days before that you could live life, most of the times you were taking super fast carbs and fast carbs, which is really, really harmful to body. So when you go out, what you do, you go for an ice cream, you go for a sugary drink, or maybe a Coca-Cola, or maybe you buy a juice at juice center and drink it. It will be completely sugar. So they will not put a complete fruit as far as as well as unless you have a very good shop where they're giving it a natural juice actually, right? So they add water and sugar so that it will make you tasty and give it to you so that it will quench your thirst, and they can give it for affordable price, right? I cannot give an apple juice for 20 rupees because one apple itself is 40 rupees now, right? Something like that. So that is why we want to take care of. So when you go out, just look at it. What is the carbs you are eating? Are you eating super fast carbs, or medium carbs, or slow carbs? Accordingly, you can manage. So these are the things which I want just to share with you, saying that okay, if you can follow this, you can just be conscious about these things, saying that okay, so let me go for medium and slow carbs always rather than going for a because there are a lot of people ask us in the group coaching, in the personal coaching, saying that you're not giving me rice on any day, how will I live? I will faint one day without eating rice. There is nothing like that. So rice is the not only thing which, because South Indians have this, most of the South Indians have this mindset saying that rice is very good for health, and you have to eat a rice on a daily basis, otherwise your health will not be good. See, I will tell you the background of it also. Yes, it is good. In the olden days, all the old grain was used actually. At that time, grains was good because it was not polished. It was not had any additives and things like that. Directly from the crop, you will take the what is a paddy. You will take out the paddy covering and everything. You make a rice and eat it. This is completely nutritious. You are taking a lot of nutrition in that actually. But today's rice is not like that. There is a lot of unhealthy rice available outside. At the same time, if you go back and see your lifestyle, so everybody was physically active like 50 years back or 100 years back. Today you are not really active. If you ask me and Limi also, we sit for like 8 to 9 hours because we need to talk to people. We conduct webinars, we talk to individual consultation. We are sitting. We are not active at all. 8 to 9 years we are sitting on the table and laptop, and right. So, but that's why we require physical exercise there. So when you take the lifestyle of 50 years back and now, it's totally different. So they had a very physically active lifestyle, and today's world is totally different. So that is why we need to check it out. So we cannot follow everything what we did 50 years back now also, because whatever the physical activities what we did 50 years back, we are not doing it today. Okay, so these are how you classify into fast carbs, medium carbs, and slow carbs. Let me bring up some of the no carbs also. I think some of them would have gone through this as, and I say no carbs, more or less zero carbs actually, provided, or maybe just a caveat is if you are cooking it in a proper way. So example, meat, fish, butter, cheese, ghee, egg, these are all do not have any too much of fat inside, or no carbs inside actually. But if you're making a meat with a lot of oil, mixing it, because I've seen some of the photos in the group also, some of them chickpea salad, they are putting tadka in that chickpea salad and eating, and you can see that oil coming out of the chickpea salad. This is not good. Dosa, you're putting oil on that actually. So you need to maintain those things actually. Fish, if you're deep frying it and eating it, actually, there is no way you will go to get everything in that actually. So the fish and all should be done in a grilled way so that the oil too much does not go into our body. Your fish nutrition goes into your body. Butter, ghee, tea, and all, don't mix it with carbs. So some of them put ghee into the rice and eat it chapati and don't do that actually. So go with completely nutritious food. Egg, don't eat too much of yolk. Go for only the whites actually. So that will help you. Okay. So now, what do we need to do is a stable metabolism and metabolic tenacity. Our metabolic stability depends on what type of carbs we are consuming every day. Okay. So due to unawareness of carbs, most of us consume super fast and fast carbs. What do we need to do for stable metabolism is same thing which I mentioned, shift to medium and slow carbs. So as I said in the previous slide, if you are in a super fast and fast carb category, shift it to medium and slow carbs category. In case if you're not joining us for anything for after 30 days, this is the knowledge. You can take it back and make sure you're following that, and you can do that. If you dedicatedly do it without any help, definitely you will be able to lose weight and lead a healthy life as well. Okay, so carbohydrate is harmful to health only if you're eating a wrong carbohydrate. Otherwise, carbohydrate is one of the required nutrition for life. Without carbohydrates, we cannot lead a life like this, because that is the energy what we're getting. Okay, so now action required. What we have to do: stabilize metabolism, reduce inflammation, insulin moderation. So what happens is, consume slow and medium carbohydrates. When you're consuming these things, what happens is our metabolism becomes stabilized. Our bowel movements, our your uh, digestion of our food and everything becomes proper. Actually, the metabolism becomes proper, reduces inflammation. Because when you take too much of oil, too much of normal super fast carbs and all, the body inflammation increases, the immunity goes down, the inflammation increases. That is why all of a sudden, when you change your food, when you go out, when you go in a cold weather or something like that, all of a sudden you get a cold, and then you catch cold and things. You tell that, okay, I had ice cream, that's why I catch a cold and things. Right? It's not because of that, because your immunity has gone down. That is why. So inflammation has increased in your body because of unhealthy food. Insulin moderation. So insulin moderation comes through taking the fast carbs, sorry, the medium carbs and the slow carbs. If you're going for a fast carbs and super fast carbs, what happens is insulin will increasingly, start producing in your body. So till 45-50, you will not see any difference in that, because you will be producing, you will be okay. But when your organs become weak, what happens is the insulin production becomes low. That is where the glucose will produce, but insulin will not produce. People will become diabetic. So as I suggested last time also, please go and do a check for HbA1c test actually. So check it out, because through obesity, most of them will be in the borderline of HbA1c. If you're on a HbA1c, it's better that you take a moderate medication or maybe some nutrition to bring down that HbA1c, so that you are not getting out of that. You are coming into a diabetic world. It's a thin line. That's it. For a longer time, you will be in a borderline. After that, all of a sudden, you will jump into a diabetic state. So it's better that you control that and bring that HbA1c completely down. Okay, just take care of that. Okay, now let me do a quiz time actually. Let me bring up some of these things, and if somebody can quickly look into that and answer these questions actually. Quiz time. So let me know which are the slow carbs from the what you heard now. Which one is a slow carb and which one is a fast carb? Anybody want to answer quickly? Unmute and answer. Rice. I've seen 3 types of rice there. Somebody want to answer? Quickly, I'm bringing up the screen again. Okay, anyways, no problem. So we will do this actually. So this is basically rice, some of them, right? So white rice comes into super fast carbs, and these two rice, considering these are, all grains actually, this comes into your medium carbs. So there is a, what is it? Vegetables, right? So all these vegetables comes into medium carbs again. Leafy vegetable comes into slow carbs. Your Coca-Cola comes in super fast carbs. Your apple, normal apple comes in medium actually. It is a sweet fruit. It's not a normal fruit, a sweet fruit. If you eat too much of apple also, is not good for health. So an apple a day is okay, but if you're eating 3 to 4 apple a day, it will not help you in weight loss. Green apple is good, better than white, the red apple, because the sweetness will be less in that. Banana is also a fast carb. It is not considered meat. Comes in fast or a medium carb because It is a sweet fruit again, so it is not good for health if you're taking it too much actually. So if you're taking bananas and all, don't take it in the night. Maybe take it in the daytime, probably as a mid-morning meal or a mid-evening meal. That is good. So if you think, okay, after meal, if I take 2-3 bananas, your bowel movement will be good and all, it is actually a myth. It does not help us in that actually. Cabbage, bendi, everything is your slow carbs actually. So or comes in a medium carbs. So you can analyze the foods in a proper way and take that action thing, like which food you should go up to. So when you go out, what should you drink, what you should not drink, and things like that. Go for a sugarless juice, or maybe take a fruit bowl and chew and eat it rather than going for a juice. There are a lot of changes you can do, small changes you can do in your life to bring that healthy life into picture. Okay, so that is what I want to share. So I think everybody has got some fair idea about carbohydrates. What is super fast carb, what is fast carbs, what is medium carbs and slow carbs. If you take a conscious decision of these things, managing your weight throughout your life, it's not a big deal at all. Sometimes here and there we will go out of picture actually. So sometimes we go some outside and you don't have any food to eat. You have to eat whatever they give. Absolutely fine. So you go to a marriage, and your marriage you find everything is unhealthy food. What to do? You need to eat some food now. So find out something what you can eat and go for it. Don't feel guilty that okay, this food is going to increase 2 kg of mine. Don't have that mindset. Okay, eat and say that okay, there is no way I can skip the food today, so I will have this food, but I will make sure from evening onwards I'll follow whatever routine I have to follow accordingly. Then it will be okay. So cheat meal in a week is not a problem at all. Okay, so in case if you have any questions, you can pick it up, or maybe if you have any questions, you can pick it up as well. But that is from my end. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Sam, for a wonderful. I hope everybody have understood about the carbs. भी समझ में आ गया होगा कि carbs अगर आप fruits खाते हो तो भी carbs मिल जाता है. No need of going for the super fast carbs. Okay, anybody, any question regarding this topic, regarding the carbohydrates or anything else? We can take it up quickly. And I think then Sam will be sharing the next week's chart quickly. So let's. किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है? Any question, any language is fine. विजेता, any question? Nobody? All clear? Very good. Good. I think yeah, we can.
Fine. Okay, fine. I think everybody can hear me now. Okay, this is the 4th week plan. So we are going to share this. We are going to do some changes in this actually. So to bring up to you, but we can I'll run through it actually. But this is for 5 days, guys. This is for 5 days. Who are in the call, I will put it on the group as this for 5 days. In 2 days, we will be giving you detox next week. And Saturday, Sunday, you will be going on a detox. Okay, right? Or, but it's fine. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, you will be going on a detox. So this week you will follow this only for 5 days and detox. So why we are giving detox on Saturday, Sundays, hoping that most of them will be able to follow. Working people mainly will be able to follow, because in detox we have a frequent drinking and eating stuff there actually. So we just need to be very aligned to it actually. If you're going to miss out, then there will be no much results available there. So next week morning drink will be a jeera water, and there are different options of your breakfast as well. And also we have morning snacks, we have lunch. So I'm just showing you this, but we will send it to you after this call. We have to do some changes in this, and we'll send it to you so that it will be available for you with all our available things. And normally this one, and the night drink will be your ginger water, and the recipe is also given out there. Let me open if I have the detox milk. I think the detox milk also is there. I'm just showing you this. Okay, so we will send it to you guys after changes. So this will be your 2 days detox plan for next Saturday and Sunday. So you will be not following the other one, you'll be following this. So in this we have frequent eating. If you see here, 10, 11, 12, 1, it's all drinking things. It's not too much to eat actually. You can prepare on the previous day and you can go and do that actually. Only 7 o'clock you will be eating good food, what you want to eat. We have given some multiple options here for veg and non-veg. You can go for. So this will be for 2 days detox. So this detox will cleanse your colon, cleanse your body completely, and make sure you give some good results for the other week which is coming up. So you will feel light and very good things will be there. So we will be sharing this with you by probably in 1 hour or so. So we'll say this so that you can prepare for the next week as well. Okay, as I said, yeah, there will be 1 more week we will be sharing after detox, 1 more 7 days plan will be there, which will be sharing with you, so that it will help you to little, increase your weight loss for this 30 days program. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to add on. So in this 2 days detox plan, what we are giving, we have something called as almond milk, and we have mentioned that in the grocery list also. So we want you to get ready with that. Ek hafta hai aapke paas mein, you have 1 whole week. So if you are not getting in nearby shop, you can order it online. It is available online easily anywhere in India. So you can go to Amazon or any of the online shopping and get it. Please get it ready with you, because on Saturday and Sunday you have to use that. And it's good that if you buy that, because if you want to make it at home, because some of you ask for making it at home, it is a little difficult task. And but almond milk is not the normal badam milk or the MTR badam milk what we get. It's not grinding the badam and adding it in the milk, cow milk, and having. No, almond milk is a non-dairy milk that is extracted, the milk extracted from the almonds, extracted from the badam. That is what we meant by almond milk. So you have to buy the almond milk from any brand is fine, or any good brand. You can go for unsweetened almond milk, and that you have to keep in, and get 500 ml or so if you're buying it. Go for 500 ml, or if you're not getting 500, you can go for 1 liter can also. You can use it after the detox plan, after the 30 days also you can use that I'll tell you how to use or when to use. Okay, so please make sure you are getting it, you are buying it before Friday, so that on Saturday and Sunday you use that. Okay, so that's from my side.